Hello friends, welcome to my channel Crochet Hustle. Today's video is for absolute beginner in crocheting. In this video, I will show you how to hold your yarn and your crochet hook, how to do slip stitch, and how to do chain stitch. To learn crocheting, you will need fat yarn, your crochet hook, and a pair of scissors. I recommend using fat yarn for absolute beginner because it is easier to hold and see for the first timers. Here I am using this yarn, and for this yarn I'll use my 4 mm crochet hook. Now let's begin. Many crocheters like to hold their crochet hook like a pen, and with their middle finger or index finger they hold their stitch on the hook. I am not doing it properly as I am not comfortable with this hold. I like to hold my hook like a knife, like this. With my index finger, I hold my stitch on my hook, and with my left hand, I hold my yarn. First, I'll show you how to make the slip stitch, then I'll show you how to hold your yarn. Begin the slip stitch by looping your yarn. Leave a plenty amount of tail. Now loop your yarn. Make sure that the short end or the tail is over the longer one. Now move your tail behind the loop and grab the yarn from the middle of the loop and make a knot like this. Then put your hook through the knot and tighten the slip stitch like this. Don't tighten it too much. Another method of doing the slip knot with the hook. First, hold your tail in your left hand, then wrap your yarn in the index finger and make the cross. Then put your hook through the thread like this, the first thread like this, and pull the second thread with the hook and pull it out. Pull your hook out like this. Now tighten the knot. Don't tighten it too much. Now I'll show you how I hold my yarn. With the index finger of my right arm, I like to hold my stitch on the hook like this. Some people like to wrap their yarn on their little finger and put their yarn over the index finger and crochet like this. But I just fold my little finger on the yarn like this and put my yarn over the index finger. Index finger controls the tension of my yarn. The tension shouldn't be too loose or too tight. Just make your finger relax and comfortable so that the tension is correct. And with my middle finger and thumb, I hold my work or my stitch like this. This is how the yarn will look on my left hand. There is another way to hold your yarn. You can wrap your yarn on your index finger like this and hold your index finger like this. Hold the remaining yarn like before. Now let's start making the chains. When you are holding the hook, make sure the hook is looking at you or your left side, not the right side or the downward. Now to make chains, move your hook downward. Wrap your yarn on the hook, then pull your hook through the slip stitch like this. Don't pull your hook too tightly. Again, move your hook downward, wrap your yarn, pull your hook through the stitch on the hook. Again, wrap your yarn, pull down your hook and through the stitch on your hook like this. Again, wrap your yarn, pull down your hook and through the stitch. While you pull down your hook, the crochet hook automatically catch the thread and pull it through the stitch. Now, when doing this chain, you can see that the yarn on the index finger is shortened. Now unwrap and it will lengthen like this. For beginners, this can be much easier. There is multiple way of holding yarn and hook. Just start doing the crocheting and you'll understand what is comfortable for you and you can go on your way. You can see you can control the tension much easier while wrapping the yarn on your index finger. Now this is how the chain will look. This is the front side. You can see there is small gaps. Through this gap you can count your chains like this. This is the right side of your chain and this is the back side. You can see that your chain stitch looks like hair braiding. There are two threads in your chain in the front side of your chain. Look closely and you can see that there is two thread, 1 and 2. And in the back side there will be stitch bumps like this. And this is the way you can tell which is the right side and which is the wrong side. Now keep practicing on how to hold your thread, your hook and do your chain stitch. Then when you are comfortable enough, you will learn how to do single crochet in the next video. Until next time, goodbye.